The jihadist unit has a kitchen with a full-on cooker, a chest fridge freezer, a sandwich maker.
Let's take these in there. Take my shoes off. Take these big old pants off. There's another damn phone. All these phones. You got an Obama phone, a damn prepaid phone, a damn all the other phones, the iPhones, and okay, I guess I'll put shorts on. Ow. Okay. Drink right there. One moment, please. I have to stir my packet energy drink. Where did my thing go? Okay. Come on, okay, not another. Oh, is it major? I gotta subscribe to you for a second, so I can find you once I go out of there. Let me back. Okay, here we go. Did Savage turn into a cartoon person too? She's been hanging around Jenny Jen too many years, I guess. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is what Brenda in Canada had to say. She is one of the suicide trolls. You've said some sick things about kids too. Could you please tell me what? I do remember making a troll account of Bridget's, and I've admitted and apologized for that. And I also remember making one... Let me think. I made one about Savage, I said, where I left on a community thing, like it was a literal comment from a troll. From a troll. And I'm trying to think. Oh, and Celeste, which Lindy was part of that night. Mallory, Corey, it was over there talking about someone following Lindy home. I've still got that. Where's my other iPhone account? I've still got that. I still have it. Mallory will probably strike me. I still have them discussing Corey and Mallory about finding Lindy, someone following Thomas home from work. And I have the problem, Brenda? No, Corey has the problem. That's a fact. I controlled myself on here all these years, and Corey and I was on alcohol and pills and off medication, and during all that time, I controlled myself and kept everything on YouTube outside of doxing, and everybody on here is doxed. Everybody. Not everybody, but 90%. I didn't call services. I didn't call CPS. Laura's been over there bitching about, Brenda's been over there bitching about Laura calling CPS. It's like, what the fuck? These people tried to kill me and they're over there bitching about some bitch calling the CPS. I'm like, is this even real life? Is it even real life? So, Brenda, and Alex and Amanda Meyer and Jennifer Moody, if this happened to you, you would have already done what I'm finally able to mentally and financially coming up and everything do. I'm not going to let somebody get away with violating my mom. I don't care if it's an email. I don't care if it's a text message. And what y'all did about my grandma's, you called her home and I would throw money down to where that was JT or someone really, really tight around him to call my grandma's house and tell him I died in a wreck because you hacked my shit and knew that I was talking to my friend. And I told her where I was at, and I sent her that picture. And it wasn't 5 minutes later, some troll called my grandma's house and said, "Oh, he's died. They died over there." Right, he knew right where I was. It's amazing, isn't it? And that fugitive participated in that. I can't let it go, Brenda. I'm not going to let that go. You wouldn't let it go. Jennifer Moody wouldn't let it go. Rainbow wouldn't let it go. Amanda Meyer wouldn't let it go. And I can guarantee goddamn to you, Shan Man wouldn't let it go. If what happened to y'all happened to me. It's not about that little boy. It's about the big adults that thought that was a good idea to fuck with me in real life when I never fucked with them in real life. Brenda. Anyway, hey kid, don't lick her butt. Yuck. I want the truth. I had to call Corey had. How many times did Corey have, Brenda? How many chances did Corey get? She did that to Lindy, and I battled it out defending Lindy because it was the right thing to do. Then she did it to Cat. Okay, this is how it went. First, Paulette Briggs did not like Cat Klein. Didn't like her at all. Wrote it's over there, probably still on her Facebook, a 4-page thing. She hated Cat. The troll accounts, everything. She did, I don't know if she made troll accounts, but she made a whole damn troll website, so we can assume that she might have made a Cat troll account or two, right? Then once Lindy come on the scene and was fighting with Cat, then once Lindy went after Corey, then she decides, you know what? Even though I hate Cat, I'm gonna hate bond with her here. And then she pretended she liked Cat and used Cat, basically. Corey and Cat are two separate, their lives. Believe me, Corey didn't like Cat. She liked her because Cat hated Lindy. And then look what happened this time. And then Corey goes to Lindy and lets this all happen behind my back because why? Who did I go real life against, Brenda? They sent me into a state of psychosis that lasted almost 2 years, Brenda. I never did anything to anybody. That boy could have come to me at the very beginning and said, "I have a girlfriend, but I'll be your friend." But he didn't. Even afterwards, everybody could have said, "Look, Ryan, you're going to have to go. Everybody knows you're a guy. You dox all. Why didn't you do something sensible like that and talk to me and bring me down and kind of instead of trying to fucking make me kill myself, John Thompson?" You did that. That's your kind of sick, twisted game, JT, that would do that to somebody, take their last fucking $20 and then call me a sociopath, John Thompson. It's not going away, Brenda. It's the 3-year anniversary, and I have to get it done before my mom passes. She witnessed it all. Just like my friend, it's all I can go back through my text messages and see me talking to my sister about it from 2 years ago to now. It's over. I want the truth. I want to stop thinking about it. I want to know what happened to me. It fucked my head up. And I've always been good. I said the boy, he had every right to troll me, but not no real life shit. He could have been a decent human being after I gave him almost $4,000 and said, "Look, JL, the gig's up," or something, instead of doing that to me that way. What did I ever do to anybody on here? Who have I suicide to? Because I have troll accounts. Brenda, we're not going to mix and match because what you say, I'm a pedophile. I'm not a fucking pedophile. Ask Alex. All I talked about was his grown-ass, hairy man's dick. Brenda, you're not going to play these boy games with me that I've let y'all play for 3 years. It's over. If I would have fucked with Rainbow in real life, Pirate would have come at me with full force forever to make sure I paid for fucking with her sister, and I feel the same way, Brenda, about my family and about minors in my family. That fugitive parroted shit back to me that I talked to my friend on the phone about. That's guaranteed. Guaranteed. Misfit Jenny did it too about the dog buttholes and all that when we were talking about why dogs buttholes do this. Remember? And then she deleted it as soon as I looked. So I know people were listening on my friend's cam inside her home, Lindy. Lindy, a fugitive. That's how ignorant you are, Lindy. Why would you ever even get wrapped up in that? You know why? Because you obsess about people to the point that it's unhealthy and it means you are unwell, Lindy. You did it for Kat. You had 300 plus streams about a woman you've never even been in the same room with, Lindy. Ugh. Anyway, let me just pack a bowl because I need to bring it down a notch. Mom's in there dying, and I have to. And I lost the debit card at the bank, and then I called the bank, and they're like, "Well, if we get a lost card, then we shred it." Because I left it at the ATM because I was all frazzled because I'm thinking about this, Lindy. So Mom's gonna have to stop in there because tomorrow on the way to palliative care, I have to go push her in a wheelchair in the fucking Suncoast because you've got me so frazzled, Lindy, that I'll never feel like I have my privacy back until you are locked up where you belong. These cats aren't even phased. Poor kitties. Poor kitties. I promise it's almost over finally, kitties. You'll never have to hear about fugitive felons. You'll never have to hear about loser, the most unsavage creature that I've ever seen. Bitch, you bully people on here for years, Savage. You have bullied everybody. You fucking went to people's work, you dumb bitch. Fuck you. I know what Tara did. I know what Stitches did. I remember that shit, and I guarantee you know, Savage, because I remember you over there in Mark saying, I like Lindy, I do all that. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. I want to know about your son. Do those people get to read my text messages or read my mom's email, Amanda? No, not gonna happen. Let me pack a bowl. JT and JT's hid behind, if I find out everything, this is how I picture it in my head. Okay, they're like, we had let JT just kind of get in trouble. But Alex, these criminals have wrapped themselves to protect, especially Lindy. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm trying to say without saying it, but, my mind's so foggy because that Seroquel, and I hate it. That right there is another example. I wouldn't have left that card there. My mind is just it's too much. It's all too much, and I can't move past this. I'll never be able to move past this. So I know what happened to me exactly and how it all went, so I can stop thinking about it all the time. All the time. I zone out. It's going in my head and it never stops because my mind's constantly trying to figure it out and it won't stop trying. I'm sorry, kitties. I'll stop screaming. I'm gonna smoke. Let me crack this door. Okay. I won't subject y'all to secondhand smoke. I mean, where did the weed even go? Both of those are empty. I'm going through like an eighth every day. It's expensive. And I'm on Seroquel, and I'm on Wellbutrin. All over here. There's the Seroquels. What are those? That's the Wellbutrin. Where's the Cymbalta? The huge one. No, that's low pressure. Anyway, I showed that big one of Cymbalta. I think it fell on the side of the bed. I gotta take 2 of those a day. Then the clonazepam, all that shit. Let me show you. That's what suicide trolls will do to you. All that medicine. And I'm still not right. So let's go back over here and finish this. I'm just gonna go forever and get ratcheting it up every hour on the hour, Brenda. You did that. Y'all made that choice to do that to me. I'm sorry you didn't think long term or think, this ain't really the right thing to do to another human being. He might have doxed people. He might have been a bitch to Alex when he was drunk. Whatever. That boy went real life on me, and I gave him respect when it come to his family. And he didn't give that respect. So I don't care if he ends up in jail. I don't care if he ends up wherever he ends up. Best of luck to him. It's not about that. I think everybody knows what it's about. I have never in my entire life been able to let something go when it comes about my family. And I don't feel like I have privacy. Maybe I do, but I still don't feel like it because of the PTSD. It's not right. I never did that to anybody for my life to be destroyed. And it is destroyed. My life is destroyed because I know what's going to end up happening. Stewie can win. I'm not mad at Stewie. I don't care about Stewie like that. Anybody that would disrespect me in the way that he disrespected me is no one I would like to know. And best of luck to him. Good luck to the woman and or man and or tranny that he ends up with. Best of luck to him. If you break up with him, don't go real life on him, loser, because some people don't handle that very well. I gave that little boy respect about his children, about his mom and dad and his grandma and his brother, and I gave him respect, and he didn't do that to me. It's not about Alex. I don't fuck with Alex. I don't even look at his page because I give him that respect to where he knows some man ain't over there scoping out his page. I give him that respect. But I don't get that respect back from those weirdos. And they are weird. I'm sorry. They're weird people. If you're obsessed with someone's doo-doo, you're weird. If you're out in a trailer park and your whole life is... The Beth Roche and Mara, their whole life was Lindy for years. And now they've switched over to me. And that's not going to happen because I've seen what they did to Lindy. And that's not going to... Well, it's already happened times 10 to me. And now it's her turn. It's her turn. I just spilled weed everywhere. Jesus. Oh, my nerves. Oh, hopefully they give Mom something good. More. I want my privacy. I want to send my... You know what? My niece sent me a beautiful text today. A beautiful text. She was just in the mental hospital again. She's got all these issues, and she's trying to be better, and I feel violated for her because some weirdos could be reading it. It just creeps me out. It creeps me out. I'm sorry. I don't want that creepy. I know how obsessed she was with Kat and Mark. I'm not going to have her that obsessed with me. I'll make sure she's in a morgue before I let that happen. I'm sorry. I can't do this. Too weird. It's all so weird. Oh. And then Witty having the nerve to follow me back on TikTok. Bitch, your day's coming too, old Witty. You wait and see. I ain't gonna call you at work, but I'm gonna see you one day, honey. I promise you that. Hopefully it's outside of your, by then, your dialysis center. So what's going on? What is your name? No means no. Well, no, I'm not even going to be mean. Well, you know what, Stewie? I'll say this. Stewie did win. Stewie won in the short term, but you know what? JL won in the long term, so call it a tie, call it what you may, but he got what he wanted, and I'm going to get what I want. I think that's justice. I think the truth is justice. I need a cigarette. Let me go in there and ask my dying mother for a cigarette, because ain't no point ever stopping now. Oh, woe was me. Okay. And let's talk about Stewie since his birthday. Stewie, this has nothing to do with your upcoming birthday, and it was coming up because my mom's check drops on Wednesday, which was the 20th. Because I remember and I was like, oh, they're gonna do that whole psychology. Oh, he's doing it. That's the way it happened to be. And then once I thought about it, I was like, just go with it then. Fuck it. I'm sorry, it's creepy, Alex. You know what you would do. Could you even imagine if I read like your girl's emails or read, a text message your mom sent to your dad or an email she got from work or from the doctor? Could you imagine the hatred and anger you would have inside of you, Alex, every day and want to could just bust my head in? Can you think about that, Alex? That's how I feel, dude. I feel that more than normal people even do because I've just always done that. It's my family. You fuck with my family, I'll go to death row, I'll go to prison, I'll go to jail, I'll get my ass beat. I don't care, Alex. There's a picture of me where I've got my ass beat and then went to Central Booking, but you know what? I got my ass beat because I tried. I tried to fight. I fight back. Even if I lose, I fight back. Because I'm not a coward like you, Alex. I think it's very cowardly what you did to me. So if a win is making me want to unalive myself over you, Alex, and congratulations, I'll get you a trophy off of Amazon. Congratulations, you made an unmedicated gay man with HIV want to unalive himself. Bravo, Alex. You get the biggest trophy there is on Amazon. Just give me your address and I'll have it shipped right over. My mom probably isn't going to make it like 6 months. You have to be in the right mindset when you have cancer, and she is not. You have to have a certain kind of will to live, and she just doesn't. She doesn't. So it's going to happen. I mean, I don't know much about cancer because no one in my family's ever had it. But to the extent she has it, I just don't see how you can go that much longer. So, y'all need to think about that. You need to think about the cards coming in her name, too. I'm not playing. I'm not going to play. I remember I could sit here and tell some stories of what they did to me that I've never even said before. Alex, you remember when you told me, I think it was on that 4 hour. Let me refresh everyone's memory. Alex, 2 weeks or so, that's not exact. I don't know. We'll just go with 3 weeks from the suicide stream, even though I want to believe it might have been a week or two. He went live for 4 hours straight. And mind you, I'm not talking. He's talking because I'm just sitting there typing. You know what I mean? To make me believe that he loved me. I remember Alex. You remember Alex because that's when I ran out of my Wellbutrin, and then I started sleeping in more because I was starting to get depressed and then things started spiraling. And you're like, oh, I get worried about you when you don't text me in the morning, like because of the pills or whatever. You were like hoping I would overdose, Alex. You were being so mean to me, knowing I was drunk, all that, my birthday, all that, Alex. You tried to kill me, bro. You tried to kill me. And I'm still not even going after you. I want them. I'm not going away, Alex. I hate it for you. I'm not, dude. I'm not going away until that fugitive faces something. What did I do so bad to her, Alex? I talked a little shit to you, right? Right? And then you got that nasty creature up there in Ohio, Alex, that was right along. What did I do to that big old fat creature, Alex? What did I do to that creepy lady? 4 public Facebook pictures, dude. And she's been that hot on me for this many years, just like she was Lindy, because Lindy made fun of trailers. If you've got that thin of a skin up there and you're single wide, Elizabeth, you need to really, really evaluate your life and your daughter's life and your grandson's life, Bubba. My grandma called me Bubba too. So you need to reflect in your little mobile home. Why aren't you working? Didn't we go through this before, Beth Roche? You're 60, 61. Why are you disabled? What's wrong with you? You're sitting over there smoking pot and cigarettes too, right? Like me? What's wrong with you, Beth? Why ain't you out there trying to do something to leave that grandson of yours something to help better his future one day? It ain't got to be a lot, anything, maybe for a couple semesters in a community college, anything, Beth. If you love him, why aren't you doing that? My sister literally flew my niece to California to try to get her help in a mental place, and my sister didn't have the money to do it. She put the plane tickets on fucking Klarna or whatever that pay app, and then had to go through the state and get money and do all that. She did all that. What do you do for Bubba? You take him to the doctor. How are you providing for his future? Is he going to just live in a trailer, a single wide trailer like you his whole life, Beth, and hate the world and hate people so much you want to unalive them because they looked at your Facebook and saw that you weren't, picture perfect? Come on, bitch. If I was over there reading your Bubba's emails, you would be over here and shoot me in as quick as you could get here. That's the way I feel, Beth Roche. That's my mom's emails. I never did anything criminal to people. I looked up public information, and you had enough public information to humiliate me just as bad. Or, just enough. But no, that wasn't good enough for JT. He's always got to go the extra, right, JT? You're a piece of shit, John Thompson. Everybody said it for years and years and years around here. They said you were slimy, you were a coward, you were creepy, you're all that. You're a real lifer. That's why nobody liked you. If I was still over there as JL and none of this would have happened, people would still hate you, JT. It's that simple. I know how this place works. Where's Brenda? Brenda, come on over. What's Mark been up to? Saw him on TikTok the other day when I was scrolling, but I didn't go in. I try not to bother people that really didn't do much to me. Mark, made a few comments, whatever. No, it's the people that participated in it, like the top level people I'm after, Mark. I'm not after Barbie Girl. I'm not after Steve. I want the higher ups. That's who I want. So that's a decision y'all are going to have to make. And there's a certain someone I've been talking to through TikTok messages too that would blow y'all's mind. So there's that. I want the world to know. I want the world to know where that fugitive is. Let's talk about media. What about that DC lady? How did that even get involved, Alex? That's what I want to know. I want to know what happened to me. I remember bits and pieces. I remember them making fun of that guy with that white wife beater and dirty underwear. I remember all that, Alex. And then you went over there and said, take these inches. And then they blocked you. And then a few days later, you were somewhere where that old ugly bitch was. And you're like, I tried to go in the chat, but y'all blocked me when I said, I remember it all, Alex. It's all coming back to me. She probably knows the lady that I'm talking to. If she's been in the media business in DC a while. We're just going to sit here for the rest of our lives until someone comes over here and tells me what happened to me. Let's break out the laptop and go through some of Lindy's old DMs and see if we can piece it together, because I've got all the time in the world until I have to do a memorial or funeral. Let's see. Hey, Google, turn the big light on. See if we can figure out some clues now that my mind is all clear. Not like I haven't really looked through all that in a while. And back then I was unmedicated and really cuckoo. And now I'm just normal cuckoo. So I think I can probably make some notes and piece things together. Let's see what we got here. There's a pen there. Ooh, what is this? Oh no, that ain't enough. What was the other gift card? Okay. Let's put it JT, how's New Jersey treating you, JT? I looked at some homes up there, but that's out of my budget, sir. Oh my God, it's dead. I ain't even gonna look for that right now. Alex, how old are you turning this week? Or next week or whenever. I don't even care when your birthday is. Dude, I just want that fugitive in prison, Alex. I want her in prison. I'll never, ever, ever, ever gonna feel like I have my privacy back unless it's to that level. And I've tried every which way around it. And then I get trolled continually. And it's just not going to happen. That's one of the biggest regrets I have, is letting y'all do that to me over there at grandma's and getting me in that state of mind and everything. And I was like, man, if I was thinking like I am now, I told mom that the other day too. I said, I would have got Jerry Good and those people, I would have them in prison by now. Barbie, didn't your mom have breast cancer? What kind did she have? Is she doing good or not? See, that's when I think when mom went to that first breast doctor, that's why it's taken so long to get to oncology, because I guess they just assume most women have a mammogram every year or two or whenever. So they thought, it was caught early. That's when I told them when we got there, because they're acting like it's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, no, And then they did all those, they still, anyway, it is what it is. And maybe she'll finally find peace. That's what I told her the other day. I was like, just let it go, Mom. Just let all that go. Let it go. She's been depressed ever since Dad left her for being gay, and it all spiraled over the years. So, because she was a good mother when we were young, she wasn't mean or anything. And when she's not drinking, she's a nice. I mean, she's worked for all these years. She talks to people at work. So it's not like it's just that alcohol. It's just some people can't do it. That's why I don't touch it. It's not. My grandpa could sit there and drink and laugh with you. He was never mean, never anything like that. He was just a happy drinker, but not Mom. She's like me, and about 10 times worse. So. I mean, all those times she sent the police here, except the pandemic, I was drunk, but the other two times it's like, she drove me up the wall and then called the police, and then they get here and she seems sane, and I'm like running around like a cuckoo bird because she'd been revving me up for hours. So I know the drill. I didn't understand what that was back in the day until all this happened to me, and now I understand. And I understand I see that same behavior from the people online that are doing that to me now and have been. Like Lindy. Lindy didn't like me. Once Hipster and Eight Toes and Tammy started talking to her as Lindy in the real life, where her own, you know what I mean? So, because before she had like Jim, there just wasn't that, you know what I mean? So once that's what narcissists do, they discard you. So she started to discard me because she'd went on over and she could actually be Lindy to these people instead of Jackie. I look back and see it all now. And I know Lindy is a true, and Corey can hate me too. You know it. You can be friends with her, Corey, but she is a true. If you want to think have some narcissistic traits, and I have watched a bunch of videos about it, Beth Roche, and I may have narcissistic traits because I was raised by a narcissist, but that does not mean I am a narcissist. So thank you for trying to educate me, but I, ma'am, will educate you about mental illness because I suffer from it, and you thought it was a good idea to suicide troll me at my lowest in my life, Beth Roche, the lowest. That's what's so bad about it. I mean, I was close. I mean, really, if someone's intoxicated to the point I was intoxicated, taking pills, doing all that, and then that happens, and I've got a gun there, if there was bullets, there is a good 50-50 chance that I wouldn't be here. And that's a fact. That's not me being dramatic or doing anything for other reason but telling the truth. And that's the truth. So, and for people to do that to me and then call me a sociopath, that's like the height of arrogance, John Thompson. The height of arrogance. So where are you, John Thompson? Why don't you come over? Brenda ain't going to come over. She's been harassing people via community posts for years, so I don't feel bad for her for 1 second. Brenda, you've been going ranting and raving over there at people for years. So it's your turn. I'll kick it up a notch for you, girl. And Corey, Corey, I just don't really feel that sorry for you. I mean, I do to a certain extent, and I'm kind of mad at you if you do have involvement, because if that's what's keeping me back, Linda, and I'm telling you, I don't understand how that much of a group of people could come together and think that was a good idea. Like, hey, let's go fuck with a mentally ill guy that's in love with this boy that has a gun that's off his medication. Yeah, that sounds brilliant. That's only going to end well. I mean, who sit around and thought that up, all that? Hey, instead of like helping this guy, and, he may be a dick or he may be drinking, but, I mean, who does that? And then Brenda saying I'm a suicide troll. Why? Because I gave you you were suicide troll me back when you said, oh, he won't give a full Winnie pick. Because I remember it all, Brenda. Fuck you. Old lady. Let's smoke some more weed. Oh, hopefully they give Mom some perk 30s tomorrow. She really needs them. Like, really, because let's pretend. What is it called when you, like, oh, there's a real scientific name for it, but I can't think of it right now. Anyway, let's go through it and see the different possibilities that it could be. Okay, one possibility it is when I started talking to Alex, he really thought I was a woman, but I don't The only reason I can't accept that, because I remember a few little trolly things he said to me, like about, oh, your mustache isn't gray. A few things, and what else did he say? Anyway, I ain't gonna go into that. There's a few things that he said, and then like, oh, you don't hold grudges, though, and and then maybe it developed and devolved into what it did, and then April 4th. But I remember even Holly saying shit when I went into her chat and give her a super chat. Hey, people are going here and saying you're a guy way before April 4th, way before April 4th. So what? So I did that in that December. Lindy had started kind of, I think it was August. I got my weed card. September, that's when she started like kind of going off from me, like the September of 2021, not 2022. That's when she started like really hanging out with Hipster and the Mar, and that's when she started to discard me because she had the people, like I said, that she could actually be herself to. So she had no use for me anymore. Back then she had to, you know what I mean? I went hard. She would have never made it through all that. Never. That first time when they found all those records after all the shit she had said and found out that she lied about being raped and all that, I'm telling you, I literally went through hell to make sure she got that. I did all that for my friend. And then Beth tried to say, it's because he didn't know. Corey only talked to me because oh, y'all are sick. You're all sick, and you are narcissists. You are definitely narcissist. You call me a narcissist. All that shit is sick. To plot and scheme. It's one thing if someone does something out of a fit of anger when they're drunk or mad, but to be so diabolical, to plan it out the way y'all did, it takes a level of psychopathy. I mean, noodles, all that weirdo people. That's a lot to do to somebody that ain't never really done nothing much to anybody else on the internet. All those haters that hated me went behind the scenes and said all the worst things about me and get everybody riled up because they're all cowards. They all did it in the shadows. They're cowards. They're the cowards. Anyway, let's pack a bowl, and then I got to find this laptop charger because it's the one that's going to go 24/7. I'm getting my truth. I remember Matronista trolling me about shit that they should have had no knowledge of. That's the thing. I remember even Brandon over there trolling me about Paramount Plus because they'd sent me an email about Paramount Plus. That fucked my head up, and y'all knew I wasn't on medication. Like, tell me I'm a bad person. And that y'all are good people that you would do that to some guy that's not even medicated. And Lindy, those people hated me, so I get it. But you are my friend. I literally defended your family for years. For years. And then you turn around and you're reading my mom's shit, Lindy. It's sick. That is sick. And that's not a good friend. You told my business to Jim way back, Lindy. You did that. Corey, she went and did all that shit that she done to you. She went and they did all that to Denise Locker, and they did to me, Lindy, but I'm the one with the problem. I'm sorry Corey's got kids. I'm sorry she's got grandkids. Maybe she should have thought a little harder before going real live on the internet against people. Maybe she should have learned some self-control. I'm sorry. I didn't go real life on people. Corey's done it 3 times. So I just don't have that much sympathy for her anymore now that I'm of right state of mind. I just don't. I'm sick of letting people shit on me in real life or on the internet. Be it family, be it friend. I'm always doing just like with mom. I've been taking care of her for years and years. Literally, she got out of the bed, got dressed in the bathroom, went and got in a car, drove 2 miles down the road, come home. I got the liquor, I paid the bills, I did the groceries, I washed the clothes, I changed the garbage, I mowed the yard, I did everything. For all these years while she stays drunk and goes to work. Great, she's got a job, yeah, but and I'm doing it all. And now that it's time for me to really take care of her at the end, I'm like, I'm burnt out on it, man. I've been doing that shit for, 15 years. I'm ready to go on with my life. I want to live my life. I've been a servant to everybody my whole life. I was a servant with my grandpa. Always. Even back, grandpa would send me over to that lady Carol's house, and I'd clean her house and watch her son and send him off to do all that shit. I've always done everything for everybody. Was doing everything for that little boy too. And then y'all fucking try to kill me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people thinking they can just do whatever they want to me, and it's a joke or it's whatever. I'm a person. I have feelings. I'm not a sociopath. I'm not all those things. I've never been so honest about anything in my entire life like the way I've been honest about all this like the last year or so. And I might not be right about everything, but I'm right about a lot. Hey Google, turn the big light off. Hey Google, turn the big light off, please. Hey Google. Oh, I unplugged it. That's why. It's PTSD. I don't even like to have that microphone on. That's what you did to me. Let's put this right there. No, put it over here. That's why they put the microphone on. Like, and they went so JT. That's how I know. I remember. Let me tell you some of this other stuff. I never even said this stuff. They fucked with a mentally ill person so bad, and they would be over there at Pox, and they'd be like making this troll account, and then I would go. And it would be movies, and I. Oh my god, it's sick. And I remember you doing that, JT. It was like some old war movie where the enemy gets behind their house. Oh, you're sick, JT. You are a sick motherfucker, JT. You just, I want you, I don't want you in prison, JT, and I definitely don't want your wife's money, but I want her to know what you have done on this internet for all these years. I want her to see her husband waving a gun around 3 different times because you got 3 different outfits on, JT, like a lunatic. And as you go to people's real homes, JT, you're as ignorant as Corey to put everything your wife has worked for her whole life. Same with a ship if they were involved, whoever. Like, who is that ignorant? Like, who does that? I don't get it. We'll look up houses in Tennessee. I'll have to see. What city is Sig in? I'll see if there's a home there. Let's see what the home prices are. There were Sig lives. Let's see if there's anything I can rent for a year. Okay, not now. Let's go over here. We got the Zillow. Let's go to Zillow. Could you tell Lindy? Why don't you come over here? You're in Tennessee, right? Could you come and tell me, like, give me some facts about Tennessee, Lindy? Come on. Should I move there? I ain't moving to Houston. I can tell you that much. Okay. What was that? No, not Texas. Zip code. Like, what did y'all tell Guest Mob? I remember them going over there and doing all that. What did y'all tell Guest Mob and get them involved? Did you tell them, like, hey, Corey's a 3-time real lifer, and yeah, this lady over here, she lied about being raped, and yeah, this little dude over here has been trolling someone for a couple months here, trying to drive him crazy because I was catfishing, yet I wasn't catfishing him. You know what I'm saying? Sneaky coward. Okay, go back with 38201. 38201. Last time I looked, house prices went up there some too. Oh man, I don't remember the street name. Is it Elm? McKenzie, Tennessee. Yeah, Elm. I think that's above this. Yeah. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 136,000. Don't want to go back. Okay, what we got here? Oh, that's kind of, no, that's where I like the old, that's run down. I ain't living in a shed. It's kind of a cute little old house with a swing built in. Is it a house? It's only 125,000. It's cute. It's got a little porch. I put a new roof on it, landscape it all, and have 200 left. My future's bright, Lindy. Or is that one two-story house over there in Tennessee? Is that Thomas's mother? I don't know. But I know when it's time, I can give a private investigator a couple thousand to find out everything I want to know. I guess I'll just, do I have a pack of cigarettes stashed away in this drawer? Oh, I got a tea. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, Nelly, you might look nice in your very own little sports 4-year-old little caddy. Get you a sports car. Get you a red sports car, Nelly. You know, you want to tell me who it was. And I know, and I think back this too, and because I do go back and forth. I'm like, is it the ship or is it JT and them and Corey and all that, the trailer people? And I sway back and forth, but then I went back and looked at that poll, and there's like, yes, it's both of them, or yes, it's them and Mar. I know Angelo's involved. He was calling me an it and a thing. What horrible, evil bullies. Can you imagine some guy over there with HIV that's off his medication? You're over there like suicide trolling him when he's heartbroken and wanting to die, calling him a thing and an it. What a man you are, Angelo. What a good man you are. You've harassed women on here just as much as Brian K. or me, Angelo. Some of the horrific things Brian K. said to women over there on lives. Dear Lord. And everybody threw a fit because I said I wanted to trip Bridget. Huh? That's what hypocrites y'all are. I mean, really, you've heard Brian K. over there drunk or saying all kind of horrible things about women. Didn't he want to, like, grape Dina's dead body or someone do it or something? All those things. And I say I wanted to slap Bridget or trip her, and everybody's trying to kill me. Isn't that fucked up how that works? That's the way politics are around here. But like I've said from day whenever back when, remember it was Gay Boyd, a community of one? I don't need a bunch of people to defend me. I can take care of myself just fine. I'm not looking for friends, and I don't need a bodyguard. But evidently my ex-boyfriend does. And the fugitive does. I know she's a very strong woman, but even strong women. Come on, Lindy. Come tell me. Give me your... That's what I deserve, Lindy. I deserve you to tell me why you thought that was a good idea to go real life on me. Hey, Lindy, I know how you are. I can only imagine the way you have manipulated behind... Because you get to do it behind the scenes, Lindy. Just the way you've manipulated Thomas. Just the way you've manipulated people your whole life, Lindy. Corey proved that. I didn't have, like I said before, remember all those things I would say to you, Lindy? All I'm doing is parroting back what those people said about you. And I defended you against them. And I talked shit to you to Alex, who I thought I was in love with, like you talked about me to Thomas. But yet you thought it was a good idea to try to unalive me with them. And then I remember when you said that you felt sorry for me or whatever. And I'm thinking, you felt sorry for me, but you tried to kill me with them? You didn't feel sorry for me, Lindy, and I don't need you to feel sorry for me. I feel sorry for you. You're not with Jim, and you're going to die a fugitive. So I pity you, and I have sympathy for you. What a tragic life. But when I move to Tennessee, I will pick you up and take you down there, and I will pick up trash on the side of the road with you, girl. I promise. I promise. And who's that weirdo creeping around my hedges? I mean, you don't even know anymore. I mean, I get it. Anybody could be watching this. The police, damn, anybody could be watching this. So I get that. There's cuckoo people out there, but I don't know. I mean, it's not like I'm like scared. It's just like it's creepy, and I don't feel like I have my privacy when people are, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a machete in the garage. I ain't worried about nobody creeping around here, but it's the other shit. Because people can say what they want to. I know, and my friend knows because she lived it. So it can't be me in like cuckoo land. My friend lived it. Things over and over. And that one time I go back to this, I was in my car going to my grandma's, and said something, and I'm not even going to say it now because one day it'll come out. And in case it comes out that way, I want to keep it private because it could prove what I'm saying. And I said it in the car with my friend. My friend was in her home on her break with the cams inside of her home going. I don't believe anybody is out here tapping phones. I believe that's how they heard inside of my friend's home, and how they heard inside of my grandmother's home, and how they saw outside of my home. So people can believe that or not, but I know because I lived it and my friend lived it. There's a lot of coincidences in the world, but the things people said back were something that was private things inside of a home or on the phone. And I'm the bad person. I'm the creepy person. I'm the weirdo. No, I've never done that to anybody. I'm not even close. Not even a relation. Bad breakups. I've never done anything that creepy. In a fit of anger, yeah, I might be a little crazy sometimes, but I'm not like that diabolical to plan out something to hurt a mentally unwell man. I think that's really sick. I think it's a sick thing. I don't care if anybody, you can hate me and think that's great, but I wouldn't do that to nobody else. I wouldn't. I'll dox you or make fun of you or be mean, but I'm not going to creep around your home or violate your privacy. You understand? That's where people don't seem to get it here. This is about privacy and what was done to me. That's creepy. If you're the kind of person, what did it say? A 49 short was uploaded. I don't even know what I didn't mean to upload it. I don't know. If you can't control yourself to stay out of people's real life and you literally stalk them and creep them and do whatever y'all did to me, that's why I don't feel bad anymore about myself. Y'all are the ones with the problem because I'm just over here running my mouth in my house. That's all I've ever been doing. I'm not going calling over there to Corey's or calling up there or calling to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all sent the police here to me 3 times because you didn't like what I was saying. Because you wanted to punish me. Like, who are you, Linda? Who are you, Linda? To think that you're not, what's your story, Linda? What's your story? Did your daddy spoil you? Is that what your issue is? What's your issue, Linda? You grew up the upper middle class, didn't you? Like way upper middle class. You've had a good life, right, Linda? What if I did that shit to your daughter, your autistic daughter? What if I was reading her emails, Linda? You'd be pissed at me, wouldn't you? You'd hate my guts. You'd want to hurt me if I was violating your daughter's privacy. If I was reading anything on Messenger, anything, you'd want to hurt me, wouldn't you, Linda? Yep. And I feel the same. That's what y'all don't get. I never did anything to anybody's children. I need Brenda to tell me the horrible things I said about children. What is it, Brenda? And everything I said was text, so I'm sure I might have. It's out there. Where is it? What have I said so horrible? I've apologized. Does Celeste deserve apology? I don't know. I don't think so. But I gave it to her and I meant it. Remember, Lindy, when they were doxing your social security number out over there and I was throwing a fit? That's what a friend was, Lindy, and you turned around and did this to me. You went real life against me. It's fucked up. You're a sicko to do that. And Tara, remember when I even said, Tara, back a long ago, I get you defending Bridget. That's your friend, but what the fuck do I do to Bridget? What if I want to call her a fat pig? That is my right. I don't read her emails. I don't read her messenger. I don't even hardly tag her. The first time I tagged her in a long time was when I found out Mom was dying. She can block me and never know I exist. I'm not over there leaving her comments. I'm not calling her house. I'm not calling her son's work. So why does she need such protecting? She didn't. And Bridget, oh, you were sure, oh, showboating after that, wasn't you? I remember when you were on Savage's Taste the Rainbow. All the things because you knew I was watching you, sicko. I think you're the sociopath, blackface Bridget. And then you and Corey, what's the deal with that? I never went in your life, Bridget. I never did anything to you that deserved any of this, Bridget. I never did anything to Alex that deserved any of this. Why couldn't someone have treated me like a human being? Like my life mattered. I couldn't even fathom the thought of doing anything remotely like that to you, Lindy. It boggles my mind. It just boggles my mind. Boggles my mind. Let me take a hit of this pipe so I can. Oh, look at that little kitty. Decide what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna smoke one more cigarette and I'm gonna go. These people aren't gonna come over here. They're never gonna tell the truth. I'm literally gonna have to move next door to one of them to get them to stop stalking me or reading my mom's shit or my emails. I'm literally gonna have to move next door to one of them to show them what it's like, so I can stream their house for a fucking year from mine. Thank you, Robert. Let me put my glasses on so we can see what you look like, Robert. I'm a sicko. Do you know that this lady named Lindy Live called a newborn baby semen, and that her boyfriend Jim said that they French kissed their grandmother, Paulette Briggs? And I'm a sicko? Tell me how I'm a sicko, Robert. Please tell me. I'm not wanted. Every time I was put on probation, I completed it. I'm not a pedophile. Let's see what you look like. I'm not a suicide troll. Channel activity. 2 years ago, too. You violated HIPAA by using ChatGPT for medical records you're assessing. How is that disgusting? You can't even be being serious right now, are you? Like, are you for lit? Because I put lab results into whatever. I can't. My brain hurts. Channel activity. I want to see what you look like. Why won't it let me go to the actual thing? How old are you, Robert? Robert, come back. Is there a way to put it? Anyway, bye, Robert. I'm not a sicko. I'll tell you about some sickos. You want to hear some sickos, Robert? Tell me I'm a sicko. Let's go back. To the Brazilian boy that Hello Starlight had posted that had a cigarette in his hand. I've never molested anybody. I've never done anything pedophilic in my life. Alex can back that up. So tell me how I'm a sicko. Tell me how I'm a sicko. Tell me. Tell me how I'm a sicko when a group of people tried to basically unalive me. Could you imagine? You want to know what a sicko is, Robert? A sicko is having a stream to break someone's heart that you know is not on medication for their mental health. That's a sicko, if you ask me, Robert. But hey, everybody's free to their own opinion. And if you think I'm a sicko, then that's good for you, Robert. So have a nice day, Robert. Bye-bye now. Anyway, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I'm gonna go, I think. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let me smoke this cigarette and decide what I'm gonna do. Whoops, on the pillow. I gotta get mom something to eat, or make her something to eat, or something in a little bit. How old are you, Robert? Are you single, Robert? Are you straight or gay? Even with my glasses on, I can't see if you're cute or not. I can't wait to. I want mom to live as long as possible, but one day I cannot wait to have a fresh start. I want to be out of this horrible state. I just want to enjoy whatever life I have less with. Just, I could literally buy like some land and live on it and never see another human being again and be completely happy. Like, honestly, as long as I got my animals to talk to and whatever, people have done nothing my entire life but hurt me, right down to this. I'm just over it. I just over it. I just don't like people anymore. Did it for me. There's some sick people and some mean people in this world, and one of them used to be my ex-boyfriend and one used to be my ex-friend. And Lindy having the nerve. I remember her saying on that stream, saying, you can't love no, or it was a comment, I don't remember which it was. Sean and Mel was over there and all that, and you can't love no one you've ever seen. I thought I did, Lindy, because I was mentally unwell. Just like when you fight with Boris, and remember how like the horrible feeling you have in despair. No, that's how it was the same, Lindy. I wasn't right in the head, and you did that to me. And Jim, I want it to stop, Jim. Look, Jim, my life's kind of following in your tracks. You didn't your mother get cancer and you took care of her and then she passed and then you got her house with a roof payment just like me, Jim. Could you imagine, Jim, when your mother was dying? If I don't know if they had emails back then, if they had her phone bill or what, you know what I mean? It's the same. I'm no different than y'all. It's the internet. I can come on here and say if I want to tag someone 1,000 times of the day, how does that affect anybody? You block it and you go on. You don't go real life on them. You don't creep around their home. You don't suicide troll them. You don't read their messenger between their. I mean, it's insane. It's sick. It's a sickness. I mean, there's no reason for y'all to see my emails or my texts because it's like the gig's up, so I ain't gonna say anything. You know what I mean? It's just pure obsession at this point. It's an obsession. Just like she was obsessed with Mark, just like she was obsessed with Kat. People know, y'all been around here, you see it. So you can be whatever, but you know I'm telling the truth when it comes to obsessions, and I know her. And it creeps me the fuck out. That John Thompson or Linda Anderson or Jeannie Lynn Ledford Brown is reading anything that is private from my family. To invade remember Will used to come over here, and Will, I was nice to you, dude. And you're fucking coming over here, and I see what you're doing. You tagged my name to make sure, all that stuff. Because my friend's best friend, her guy friend over their name's Will. And they text all the time. You know what I mean? It's a sickness. It's an obsession, Will. And if that was your mother, if your mother was in there dying and people reading her shit, Will, you'd feel a certain kind of way about it. You would. And JT, how cowardly do you have to be, John Thompson or Angelo, to let all these people get all this from me while you're sitting there hiding, being a coward? I think I'm going to go for a little bit when I finish the cigarette, and then I'll fix mom something to eat, and then I'll eat, and then I'll decide I got that palliative care thing, so I got to, think. And then the damn debit card, tell me I go by the bank with her tomorrow. Computer Chick Productions. What if JT had creeped around your home, or what if JT had read your emails or your family's emails? I mean, that goes for anyone. Tell me why I deserved for my privacy to be violated in the horrible criminal way it was. There's just nobody can give me a rational excuse for that. There isn't one. It's beyond creepy. When you're reading emails or text or seeing what somebody's websites are going to or anything, or listen inside someone's home, that's creepy. That there's nothing in my criminal record that's creepy. That's creepy, especially if you're ignorant enough to be a fugitive and participate in that. Then you just have a wish to be in prison, evidently. I mean, come on, Lindy. If I had a warrant out for me like that, I would have been on my best behavior. I've had a warrant out for me before, and you know what? I was on my best behavior. And you've put your name, you've done all this. The police literally come to your home in McKenzie. And you still didn't say, you know what, I lucked out. You kept on. You ain't afraid of the devil himself, right, Lindy? Well, the devil may be living next door to you in 2026, biatch. Living on the same street. Who's the lesbian daughter? I can't see. Let me put my glasses on. The lesbian daughter. I can't see who that is. I'll take a screenshot and look later to see whose lesbian daughter it is. You know what? I can't die. I'm determined to live as long as possible so that every day of my life I can remind these people that it never pays to go real life on someone. Never works out in your benefit. You think you would have learned that, Corey, after the Lindy thing and the way you were kind of, alienated from the community after that for many years, and you still didn't learn your lesson. Oh, Paul Layett. You didn't learn your lesson. Got all those narcissists, JT and Linda and Lindy and Jim, all together and thought that was a good and right and brilliant thing to do, Corey Briggs. I never did anything to you in real life. Even after y'all did all that to Lindy, I never did anything to you in real life, Corey. Nothing. But tell you to take your boys in their underwear off of a live stream. The same as Lindy told you, the same as everybody else in the community told you. So that's my crime. Brenda's over there saying she's the child protector, and I'm telling Corey to take her boys off the internet, and I'm the pedophile? Give me a fucking break. Y'all are hypocrites. God, y'all are hypocrites. Never seen such hypocrites in my life. Brenda only gives a fuck about the kids that, that's in her best interest, or whatever you call it when you're doing a fight. Right, Brenda? I give that little boy respect, Brenda, that he doesn't deserve. I don't fuck with him. I don't look at his shit. I let him live his little life. Let him live his little Mexican life. I'm sorry if he can't exist on a website with over 1 billion channels. If he just can't survive, then I don't know what to tell him. I don't know what to tell Bridget. Don't know what to tell the trailer people. There's 1 billion channels on YouTube, more than 1 billion. Find you something else to watch. Find you someone else to stalk, Lindy. Go find someone in the DIY community. I think they're about over the beauty community's kind of fallen. Go find another community, Lindy. I think I'm about to go eat some raviolis, which the hackers will know because they got my emails on Amazon delivering some Chef Boyardee until I get my food assistance. And now mom's going to be able to get food assistance because she's making under the thing, yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to eat and take a shower and take my afternoon meds. It's 5 o'clock. I take my second Seroquel and my second Cymbalta. And then at between 7 and 8, I take my Seroquel so it'll kick in during the night while I'm sleeping and I won't be so tired during the day. And my Klonopin I take when I feel like I'm going to jump out of my skin and chop somebody's head off with a machete. So anyway, hope everybody has a great rest of the day, and I may be back this evening. I don't know. I have to think. Because I can balance many things, but it's too much. I got the mom thing, my sister, my niece, but it's just too much. Well, there's a lesbian daughter saying something. Hold on, let me put my glasses back on, lesbian. Hold on, lesbo, I'm coming. Cheese tortellini would be better. That cheese tortellini I bought from Amazon about 2 months ago, maybe it was 3, it was really actually good with Alfredo sauce. But thank you, lesbian daughter. Who is that? It won't let me zoom in. Is that a woman? Oh, it's making me zoom in on my... I'll look when it's over. But thank you for confirming that, lesbian daughter. How long have you been a lesbian? Who are y'all? I can't even tell if somebody in my family. Who knows? Who knows and who cares? I gave up caring long ago. Once you've been literally trolled to the point of wanting to die on your bedroom floor, everything's uphill. It's all uphill from there. That's what y'all don't get. I was made fun of my septic tank, digging worms outside for the catfish in that big tank for my pillow. I've been literally just so much stuff. It was only uphill from there. It's only been uphill from there. Y'all forget all that. I was like terrorized. I was so mortified and terrorized and unmedicated, and I needed so much and a heartbreak, and I had to worry about getting mom. It was so much. I didn't want to be here, and y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get that. I was going through so much back then. And y'all thought that was a good thing to do. God, I'll never forget Linda Anderson over there. She had went live, and I remember I'd been crying, and I was drinking a White Claw, and I went over there, and she's, and that snotty little arrogant voice of hers. I can't believe you'd ever show your face around here again. Can you imagine? Imagine, you have to be a sociopath to do that to another human being. That much I know. So anyway, I hope everybody does great. Lesbian daughter, please come back and visit me later. I will definitely put the cheese tortellini in my Amazon cart, so when my EBT hits, I will make a platter and I will post it on my community page for you. Hold on. Now we have a Dominique Martinique. You are not seeing the filthiest comments. Look on the StreamYard side. Let me look. It says top fans. How do I switch it to main? Let me figure it out. Thank you, Dominique, because I love some nasty messages. Let's see. Top fans. Okay, who's Cry Bomb T Cry? Dominique, and then what is that one? No means no. Yes means yes. No means no. Okay. Let me see. What else do I have to click? Let me go over here and look on the iPad because I love some nasty comments. Let's see. Okay. No. Cancel. Let's get to the juicy stuff. Hopefully it shows. Okay. Live. Okay. Mute. Okay. Let's go over here and see. Top messages. I don't know how to get to StreamYards. Oh, this is only... Where do I switch? Okay. Oh, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What a sweetie pie you are, Dominique. Okay, let's read this. Okay, let's go back up. First we'll start at the beginning and end at the end. Stewie wins. By no means no. Then we have You Could Never Catch Little Mexican Boy. I had Little Mexican Boy for 8 months, and that was enough for me for a lifetime. Uh, Whitty says you abuse your mom. Well, you know what? Whitty lied because my mom has verbally and mentally abused me for many years to the point she had me in the state y'all found me digging worms in for her catfish. Okay, my mom is very abusive, and I love her very much because she's my mom, and I understand alcohol makes people behave out of their character, but it hurt. My mom caused me a lot of pain these years. Everything that went wrong in her life, it was taken out on me. And I didn't even understand that. I didn't understand a lot of things until I got sober. Uh, Dominique or whoever. Okay, back over here. Okay, then Robert says, can we go to Robert's channel? Hold on, I want to see what he looks like. Go to channel. Let's see. I don't know who Robert, let's see, what year was it? 23. I don't know who you are. But, I don't know who that is. Okay. Okay, we can go back. Then we have the lesbian daughter. Oh, you were just a little busy bee, weren't you, lesbian daughter? Okay. I violated HIPAA. Okay, we already been through that. I'm gonna say, okay, bye-bye, Robert. Okay, then we got a Kimmy K. It's a fake Kimmy K, I do believe. You are a sicko because you caught AIDS from being a perv and sleeping with anyone. You know how I got, and I was not, I know who I got HIV from. I don't like, as you can ask Stewie, I'm not one of those guys that just go and fuck all these guys. I'm like a relationship person. I've always been in relationships. When I got HIV, it was in between, and that was my fault, and I don't blame anybody, but I'm not on Grinder. The hackers know that. It's not my thing. I'm not like for one night stands. It's just never really, I've always been in relationships. So, okay, back over here. I don't know why I'm like talking to my phone. Okay, you're a psycho. Okay, well, okay, it was probably a bottom pig for 15 men to use as sea toilet. No, just because I like to watch nasty porn doesn't mean I do nasty things. That's a fantasy, fetishes, what people watch. All that's why they make it, because millions of people evidently watch it. Okay, we'll go and then die. Okay, you're sick because yeah. Well, that's very boring, lesbian daughter. Let's see if we can see your picture and see who you are. Okay, go to lesbian daughter over here. Uh, I don't know if it's that. I don't know. That could be my niece. Who knows? I think she did shave her head off recently. But, yeah. That was boring, lesbian daughter. See, this is the normal Ryan. That shit can't trigger me like the olden days, little Stewie. Florida has porn banned. I know you use VPN. I go to this one. I ain't gonna be like Elvis and go and tell my dirty business on you. There is this one site that I go because it's mostly amateur, because I prefer amateur porn over that script. I like, amateur porn, like real people. It doesn't make me, but when I went to Pornhub and I think when I went to like Gay MelTube or something, yeah, I have to put the VPN on to bypass that. Anyways, I guess I'm going to go for a little bit and feed my dying mother. Alex, I hope you have a good birthday, and this has nothing to do about your birthday, Alex. Go and ignore YouTube. I'm not tagging you. I'm not tagging the poor little princess in the attic up there in the tower. You know, if I was going to fuck your life up, little boy, I would have did it long, long ago, because I've had ample amount of money, as you well know, to do it. So it's something different that I'm aiming for, buddy boy. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll be back. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I got to think of some things, and I got to do a bunch of shit tomorrow and all that. So I don't know. I can't get all wound up and then have to go take her to public care. So I may be back tomorrow afternoon, and who knows? Maybe I'll be nice. Maybe I won't buy. Me out of here. Bye, lesbian daughter. If you're one of my nieces, if you're my niece that thought she was non-binary or gay for a while, and that weirdos have been reading text messages, and she, if that is a picture of my niece, I can't tell. That's the one that just texted me a little bit ago, so that would be the one that there. Who knows? I ain't even gonna look, to be honest. But that shows how sick. And that doesn't. That's you. That if that picture is from private or whatever. If say that was my niece, or say that was my mom, say that was anybody. If that was a picture you found on Facebook or Google or Instagram, and you made that, I'm not mad at you. It's a free world. That ain't nothing illegal by going taking a picture off of Facebook and making a troll account. But you know what is illegal? Reading messages or text messages or emails that weren't meant for you. And if I have to put that fugitive in jail, and Alex, if you get pulled down with it, you know, people want to violate my sister. Well, I want to know everything about Rainbow Alex. So